No dream was too big for attorney Edgardo Bautista Espiritu. He was a devoted family man, a dignified public servant, and a beloved member of the University of the Philippines community. As an scholar ng bayan, Espiritu became a part of the UP community during his time in the halls of the UP College of Law. It was also in the university where he found his chosen family in the Upsilon Sigma Phi fraternity. This brotherhood would later on play a major role in Espiritu's life, as they would be lifelong collaborators on his various endeavors.
For 15 years, Ambassador Edgardo B. Espiritu devoted his life to the service of the University of the Philippines Alumni Association and its community, becoming an enduring figure in the institution's modern history. As the longest-serving UPAA president and alumni regent, Ambassador Espiritu's leadership spanned two pivotal terms, from 1985 to 1988, and again from 1990 until 2000, culminating more than a decade of steadfast service marked by vision, courage, and unwavering dedication. Ambassador Espiritu remained resolute in his vision, pursuing initiatives that would outlast generations. It was during his presidency that long-held dream of establishing a permanent home for alumni was finally realized. Once was a dream, became a cornerstone of the university landscape, and now among the popular venue for celebrations and reunions that unite generations of scholar ng bayan.
After graduating from UP in 1958, Espiritu went on to establish his illustrious career as a banker, taking the country's finance industry by storm. Throughout his lifetime, Espiritu served as president of Metrobank, the Philippine National Bank, and Westmont Bank, with each organization flourishing during his tenure.
My name is Rico Alfiler. Over the 4 decades that I've known him and have interacted with him, there's so many encounters which are memorable. But I think what's important is what those encounters reveal is his uncompromising honesty and integrity. That's very important as a banker. And the ability to spot talents and develop them and nurture them. Well, one important part that he played a role in is he was the Philippine banking sector representative to the Philippine debt restructuring team. He always accommodates, requests for assistance, and that is also another thing that I want him to be remembered for.
His commitment to the university did not end upon his graduation. Espiritu later on became active in the UP Alumni Association, ultimately serving as its longest president and holding the position for 2 consecutive terms. It was under his leadership that the UPAA impacted lasting legacies with the university. It was Espiritu who is credited with the historic establishment of the UP Bahay ng Alumni, a landmark that stands as a symbol of how the virtues, honor, and excellence stay with every alumni of the university. It was also with Espiritu's mobilization that the university achieved exemption from the Salary Standardization Act, allowing hundreds of its personnel and faculty to improve their lives through better pay. During his term with the UPAA, Espiritu also made it a priority to fortify the strength of the Alumni Association by establishing geographically based chapters, which ensured that UP alumni could stay connected wherever they may be.
Regent Espiritu's journey began within these very halls. On the UP Board of Regents, he provided steady and principled leadership during challenging times. In public service, he stood firm when it mattered most. Regent Espiritu understood that it is through education and through our students that lasting change can be achieved. He believed in the moral power of youth, in the transforming force of the law, and the sacred responsibility of those who teach and lead. Today, we honor not just the positions he held, but the principles he lived by.
Espiritu also continued to give back by becoming a public servant in his capacity as the Secretary of Finance under the Estrada administration. In the face of power and precarity of politics, Espiritu strove to serve with integrity until the end. He was later on appointed as the Philippine ambassador to the United Kingdom, Ireland, and Iceland. Attorney Edgardo B. Espiritu spent his life trying to embody the values he believed in: loyalty, truth, and perseverance. This dedication to upholding his character did not go unnoticed. Espiritu would go on to receive numerous awards and honors in his lifetime, among which would be the most distinguished alumnus award from the UP Alumni Association and being awarded a Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, by his alma mater in 2020. He was conferred the Outstanding Filipino or TOEFL Award in 1988.
Hi, I'm Ces Orenia Drilon. First, he worked in Intercon as a cashier, yata, and then became a bank manager and became president of Metro Bank, at that time the largest bank in the country. Well, we all admired him because, you know, I know very well the path to success, and the values were yung talagang you have to get an education, live a life of integrity. I think that's, and makikita mo rin kay Tito Eddie his love for the country. I'm so glad that UP honored him during COVID because I'm sure he was so proud kasi mahal na mahal niya ang UP. The family will hopefully continue your crusade, you know, of good government. I'm sure you're very proud of the cousins. You know, we will continue on. One particular value that we all share is living a life of integrity. And namana namin yan sa'yo. Thank you so much for your service to the country. Hindi yan matatawaran.
When you've looked into the eyes of success, it may be easy to never look back and to simply choose to ride the road forward. But Attorney Edgardo B. Espiritu never forgot where he came from and has always gone back to the institution that helped shape the man he came to be.
An inspiration. Person whose integrity was born, whose courage was born of integrity, and whose strength was born of his leader.
He was kind, generous, and most of all, loved by those who knew him. It is this legacy of Attorney Edgardo B. Espiritu that will live on in the minds and hearts of the people he has left behind, and that they will continue to keep alive for the many years to come.